As we mentioned, Motlow State 10-2 on the season, having a heck of a year. They've won their last 3. Roan State, they've had an off year, 4-7 coming into this one, and they've lost their last 2, but they've got a chance to score a big victory here today. 3 minutes, 1 second remaining in this one as we get back to action. As Fallon finds Naylor for Roan State, dishing it off to Kegler. Oh, a little miscommunication there. As the errant pass as Naylor was charging for the basket. Just not able to reach back and snare that pass from Kegler. And it looks like we've got a foul away from the ball. Inbound to Key. Key dishes off to Nico Ashley, who can hang on. Nice little bloop pass to inbound things to Nico Ashley. Here's Jarius Key with an attempt that was for naught, but he's going to get a chance at the free throw line here to make up for it. Jarius looks like one of those players that can make these free throws with his eyes shut. Two for two, 81-79. The free throws definitely mean something here in this one. Naylor fighting off Antarius Ryan. He's been doing that all day. Kegler dishing in to Naylor, who's an elusive little guy, not able to score on that attempt. We stay at 81-79, Bucks. Been a nice battle here between Naylor and Ryan all day today. Here's Jarius Key trying to post up on the spin move and gets it knocked away, but there's his teammate Ashley to capitalize on things with a nice save. So trying for the three-point play here. Appears as though we've got another substitution. Is number 21, Matt Veen. We'll give number 13, Austin McKeon, the breather. Just under 2 minutes remaining here. And again, these free throws meaning a lot. So the three-point play there from Nico Ashley. Here's Kegler. Strong young man, and as he powers his way up to the basket for a 2 off the glass. 84-81. Dishing off to number 13, Cameron Welch. Bounce pass to Key. Jarius can't make it happen. A nice rebound from Roan State as Matt Veen, who just came into the game, comes up with that one. Fallon thinking about taking it all the way till Key gets in his face. There's Kegler. Alec Kegler, big strong kid. He's only a freshman, 6'4", out of Clarksville, Tennessee. Up there on that Kentucky border. Kegler will square up at the free throw line. Just over a minute remaining. Good afternoon from Dyersburg State Community College. Back we are for Game 2 of a best-of-3 series as the Dyersburg State Community College Eagles host the Southwest Tennessee Salukis. Good afternoon, I'm Jay Harper, and man, do we have another fine game lined up for you here today. Yesterday's game that was moved to USA Stadium at Millington, Tennessee was, it was close for a while, But then these Dyersburg State Eagles started pounding the ball, and we ended up with a 9-0 7-inning affair yesterday. Zane Morehouse with his 13 strikeouts yesterday. Really, well, he was the actual deciding factor. Now, of course, you say a 9-run affair. The pitching was a deciding factor. Well, the the poor Salukis, they could only manage 3 hits, 2 of which were by J.D. McCord, who will be back in the lineup, of course, for the Salukis here today. We'll run through the lineups here in just a moment as we're actually getting started a couple of minutes early here. But for the Eagles, we'll be seeing Griffin Miller on the mound. Griffin is a big right-hander coming in with a 6-2 record and a 4.40 ERA. Jarrett Folks at shortstop today. He leads things off. For the Southwest Tennessee Salukis. And the pitch is a little bit low, so we're starting out with a 2-0 count here with Miller on the mound. Isaiah Mirabal, he is the catcher for the Eagles here today. James Dodd, who caught yesterday for the Eagles, he is out with an ankle injury. So Miller not starting out the way he had hoped with a 4-pitch walk there. So Jarrett Folks finding himself quickly on first base. That's going to bring up J.D. McCord, the left-handed hitter, center field here in this Game 2 matchup as he shows bunt and does foul one off. So quickly 0-1 here. As we mentioned, the Salukis with only 3 hits yesterday, and J.D. McCord had 2 of them. A couple of hard-hit doubles yesterday. So from the stretch now, a pitch that is a bit high. After J.D. McCord, we'll be looking at Drew Yopp, the number 3 hitter. He'll be catching today. And again, we'll get through the entire lineups here momentarily. Another pitch that is a bit high. 2 balls and a strike now. And another foul, evening things up at 2-2. And there goes the runner, Folks. And on the high pitch, he is able to steal the bag at second without a throw. The count now up. 3-2, full. The payoff pitch is fouled down toward the left field line, out of play. Count, of course, remaining full at 3-2. So with Folks on second base, and 2 walks in a row now. So with 2 runners on and nobody out, that will bring up the catcher, Drew Yopp. So Miller potentially working himself into a hole here in the top of the first inning. Nice pitch down the middle for called strike one. So hopefully if you're an Eagles fan, Miller just kind of working out the butterflies here. And hopefully he'll start to zoom in on the zone. There goes the runner. Folks down to third, and he gets in there. So a successful steal. Yesterday's game found the Salukis getting in trouble with the bases on balls, and A handful of those Eagles runs yesterday were the result of guys getting on by being walked. And there goes the runner to second. And Mirabal tossing it down to second, but not too seriously. So we now have 2 runners in scoring position and still nobody out. A 1-2 count now on the catcher, Drew Yop. So the Salukis looking to do some damage in the early going here. High and inside, 2-2. So if you're an Eagles fan, you're hoping that Miller can just calm down and get through these first inning jitters. There's a nice breaking ball that Yop knew was strike 3. 1 away. That will bring up the designated hitter. This is Gage Thomas. Gage playing second base in the first game yesterday, but DHing here today. On deck is the right fielder, Mitch Duke. There's a fastball that misses up and away. And another nice breaking ball that finds the plate. Mirabal setting up outside and just missing outside. We are now at 2 balls and a strike. So a base hit here could certainly cause a 2-run lead. That just catches the inside corner. Took a little something off that, evening things up at 2-2. The count full up now with 3-2. So certainly don't want another walk here to load things up with 1 out. Swung on over to third base. That's a record. And Cullen scooping it up. A run does score, but 2 down now. So that is the first lead the Salukis have had against this Dyersburg State team in quite some time, perhaps the whole season. Not real sure on that note, but certainly their first lead in a while. That does bring up Mitch Duke, playing right field today. Mitch came in as a pinch hitter in late innings yesterday. So runners, or at least a runner on third at the moment. And there's an outside corner pitch that catches it. 1-1. So Miller electing to pitch from the windup here with 2 outs and a runner on third. That's hit weakly over to Mondesi at short. And he fires it to Cullen. 3 down. So Miller able to get out of that without an explosion anyway. 1-0 our score, as Dyersburg State will now get their chance at bat. Let's go ahead and run through the Dyersburg State lineup, since they're the ones that are about ready to get in the batter's box. Leading things off, it's the second baseman, Zach Bondurant. The number 2 hitter is Drew Record, playing third. Hitting third, Stephen Cullen playing first base. Tyner Hughes back in the cleanup spot. He's out in left field. Marquise Charles batting fifth in right field. Cameron Wells, just as he did yesterday, in the DH spot, hitting number 6. Chris Mondesi is moved up a notch here to the 7th hole at shortstop. Evan Gillum is in center field, had a home run yesterday. He's batting 8th. And Isaiah Mirabal catching today and batting ninth. As we had mentioned, James Dodd was the catcher yesterday, and he has somewhat of a hot bat. Unfortunately, he slid awkwardly into third yesterday, damaging his left ankle, and I'm told that he had injured that ankle earlier in the season, and it was probably still a little tender when he banged it up yesterday. So seeing him hobbling around here earlier today with tape on his left ankle, so he is out for the day. But Mirabal, no slouch at catcher, and a pretty good bat as well, so he will take James's spot behind the dish.